Zen is a minimalist browser built for productivity and deep focus, but the setup can be a bit confusing. It took me some time to figure it out, so in this video I'll walk you through the full setup step by step to help you get the most of it. So first thing you want to do is head to their website, and in the top right corner, click download, and choose the proper version for your computer, then run the installer. After it runs, click next, standard, and install. And finish. Click next. Set it as your default browser and then skip. Select your search engine, then next. Next. And choose a color to start off with. Then click dive in. So this is what you first see when you download Zen. And basically here on the left you have your vertical tab bar. And here are your tabs. You can move them around. Here are your pinned tabs, your essential tabs, and the URL of the current tab you're on. So we can go ahead and start by closing these tabs by clicking the X, or by clicking the middle mouse button, or Control W. Then you can unpin the tab by clicking this dash here and closing it, or you can right click and unpin tab and close it. Then you can remove these from your essentials by right clicking, remove from essentials, and then closing them. So now we have a blank slate to work with, and you can move the window by holding left click on the sidebar or holding left click at the top. The first thing you want to do is head down to settings, click general, scroll down, and you can choose between light theme and dark theme. And you can also choose your default language. Then head into look and feel. And here you have three options for a single toolbar, which is the side panel here. Multiple toolbars, where you have the top bar and sidebar. And collapsed toolbar, where you have the top bar and smaller icons. I'm going to choose single toolbar, and we can remove this button here because we don't need this button, as we can click Ctrl T and open a new tab. Then the look and feel, this will change the accent color over here. And you want to change the Zen URL bar to always floating. If it's not always floating, when you click here, you'll have this open up here, but I prefer for it to be consistent and always open in the middle. The next thing you can do is head over to search, scroll down to search shortcuts, click add, call it YouTube, put in the URL, and make the keyword YT, and click add. And basically this allows us to search YouTube without having to go on the recommended page. So if you want to sync your data and setup across devices, you can sign into a Mozilla account and download Zen, and if it's on mobile, you can download Firefox and sign into the account. The next thing we're going to do is edit our workspaces. So a workspace is basically just a group of tabs. So here you can right click, edit workspace, and rename it, and add an emoji, save changes. Then you can add another one. So I added some workspaces, and you can change their order by clicking this button and dragging them around. You can change workspaces by right clicking and going to the workspace, or by going down here, and also by clicking Ctrl Alt Q and E. You can change the color for each workspace by right clicking and changing theme color. So this allows us to separate tabs. So if we have YouTube in this workspace and we swap to another workspace, they'll be separated. And we can also separate our pin tabs by pinning them. And when you close them, they'll stay there. Next, we'll set up our container tabs. So down here in settings, go to general and scroll down to enable container tabs and make sure it's checked, and then click settings. So basically container tabs separate the login session and cookies. So here I'm going to remove these and add one for each workspace. So personal, I'm going to put it as a circle icon for now and add the rest. So I color coordinated them, and here we can close this and assign the containers to each workspace by clicking this and setting a default container. So up here, it'll tell you the container which the tab is on, and here I'm on YouTube signed in on my account. So if I swap workspaces and head to the same website, you can see up here that's on the different workspace and that I'm on a different account. So you can add a tab to the essentials by right-clicking, add to essentials, and what this will do is keep this tab at the top on every workspace. If you open it on a different workspace, you'll see that it's saved on the container you saved it on. So if you want to change this, close the tab, right-click, and open a new container tab. Then you can see it pops up here, and the container is the right one we want. Then remove this from essentials and add this one to essentials. So now when we click it, you can see it's orange at the top, and if we go to another workspace, it'll still be orange at the top. So next we can download some mods. So head into settings, Zen Mods, and visit store. So here you can find a bunch of mods. I've already found some, so here a useful one is better unloaded tabs. So here you can see that it's still red, but if you download this, we'll refresh, and then now it's not more noticeable. Then we have better find bar, and by default the find bar is down here, but the search bar is in the middle. So we can download this one, head into settings, Zen Mods, and then make it horizontal position in the center and vertical position at the top. So when we search, it'll be in the top middle. Then we have remove tab X, which just removes the X. We don't need it because we can click Ctrl W to close a tab, or the middle mouse button. So lastly, another thing we can do is edit the CSS of the browser itself. So for example, I don't like to have all this here by default. So what you can do to change that is head to about:support. And in here you want to find application basics and scroll down to profile folder and open the folder. So here you want to find your Chrome folder, or make it if it doesn't exist, and add a file called userchrome.css. Then you want to edit the file and paste this in. And this is just CSS code to change the way it works. Save it and close it. Then relaunch the browser. And now when we open a new tab, you'll see that it's empty. So Perception is a cool fast-paced memory game I'm releasing on the App Store soon. So if you want to bookmark this tab, you can right click, hit bookmark tab, and you can change the name, URL, and location. So if you want it on the toolbar, select the toolbar and save it. And it should appear at the top here. And if it doesn't, click the three dots, hit bookmarks, and show bookmarks toolbar. You can also have a split view by going on a tab and dragging it onto the view. And you can move them around. You can put them in a grid. You can have multiple. And you can escape by clicking the full screen button. So there's a feature called compact mode, and you can use it by right clicking compact mode and enable compact mode. And this will basically make your toolbar collapse. So when I have a tab open, it'll basically go full screen without actually being full screen. And you can toggle it by hitting Ctrl-Alt-C. And if you close a tab and you want to get it back, you can click Ctrl-Shift-T. And if you have multiple tabs, you can click Control and then the number of the tab to hit it. So this would be number 2, this is number 1. And to swap workspaces, you can hit Ctrl-Alt-E to go to the right, and Ctrl-Alt-Q to go to the left. So that covers all the fundamentals you need to use Zen, and now you can set up to your own personal liking. All the content will be in the description, and if you're interested in my app Perception, the link will also be in the description.